Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. Thanks to you. Thanks to all of our other sponsors as well. The big thaw underway. The snow is melting rapidly. The ground is thawing in those top layers. And with that ground thawing in those top layers, we'll be able to take in some rainfall that we actually really need. We've still got drought conditions over a good portion of the forecast area with a lot of rainfall deficits that really date back all the way to August when the flash drought really evolved in our area. But overall, a mild to warm weather pattern here right through Christmas and right up to New Year's. There will be a few bouts of colder weather, but nothing significant and nothing that's going to last very long, and no big snowfall ahead either, though we may get a few dustings here and there Thursday night into Friday morning. And of course, Christmas looks wet and pretty mild to warm. Temperatures today are warming up. Look at that, 43 Crawfordsville, 46 at Covington. It's 43 at the Purdue Airport, 39 though at Round Grove and Fowler. Winnemac is at 43, and we're 43 at Peru as the high and the mid-level clouds increase as we look at I-65 and Highway 18, and also up at Kewanee and Fulton County at the intersection of 14 and 17. We see the melting snow and the high and the mid-level clouds coming in there as well. So we start to see the clouds thicken. We go overcast with time this evening. Then some showers begin to come in from the southwest late tonight. We get two main rounds of a little heavier rainfall. Then behind the front, that last area of rain, the sun may come out briefly tomorrow. But even with that sun coming up behind the front in the afternoon, it's going to be getting sharply colder behind that front. And then clouds roll in behind it, and we get some scattered snow showers tomorrow night. So there's your rain, there's a little sun, and then there are a few of those snow showers coming in tomorrow night with strong west-northwest winds blowing, gusting well over 30 miles an hour. Here's another look. Here's our forecast area. There's our big storm system pulling through. We see the rainfall, showers increasing, and kind of two areas of rain that come through. It'll be raining in the morning. Maybe some backing off the rain a little bit late morning to midday, and then more in the way of rain perhaps very early afternoon until that front goes through, a little clearing, and there you see a few of those scattered snow showers coming in Thursday night into Friday morning. After what will be a 3 to 6/10 of an inch rainfall, there'll be a lot of places where the ground's not completely thawed out, but a lot of areas will get that ground to crack with the thawing and let the water in, which will be good. But anywhere from, say, around 6/10 from Waveland and Crawfordsville up through Lebanon to other places like Logansport, 4100s, and perhaps 4/10, half an inch around Fowler. Then after it gets briefly colder Friday, with this little brief Arctic high that comes through, the wind goes back to the southwest. A little front comes through around about Saturday night, may bring a few spotty showers around, and then it's a little cooler on Sunday, but it's nothing significant. Then the warm front comes back northward. We get clouds and a few showers start to come in by later Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're looking at rainfall around Christmas Eve and then into Christmas Day as well, rainfall, and even a little bit of thunder. Now, here's the question about Christmas Day. When does the cold front come through? If it comes through in the morning, the warmest weather of 50s, maybe 60, will be in the morning, then temperatures fall. If the front doesn't come through until later in the day, we'll have to keep the potential showers and thunder in through the afternoon, and we may see temperatures rise into the 50s and low 60s. So it's all about timing, but no matter which way you slice it, a quite warm Christmas this year with the rainfall that will be dancing around the holiday. There's your warmth coming in. This goes right up to New Year's Eve. Any little bout of colder weather is brief. Any temperatures below normal, not a big amount below normal, and it's brief bouts of this cooler weather, and then it's warmth. Look at the warmth dominating. That dominates really overall right up to New Year's, but look at this blue and purple. That's that colder shot coming in early January I've been talking about. There may be a little clipper system associated with it that brings a little snow too. Then we warm up and everything thaws, another period of mild weather before this happens. The polar vortex weakens, big Arctic blast comes in mid-January, temperatures dropping way below normal here. We're back to below zero actual air temperatures with very strong Arctic high here. That may get up to about 1049 millibar. I mean, that's a very strong Arctic high, and you can see the extent of that Arctic air going way to the south. This is going to be a pretty big event in mid-January with cross-polar flow, the brutal air crossing the North Pole through Siberia and then right into the Midwest U.S. And then after that, we should have a warm-up. It should look like this, where we have ice jams, big warm-up, big thaw, and any snow that we will have on the ground will melt away before this shot comes in at the very end of January and into early February with another round of brutal Arctic air and some snow. So if we're looking at the time periods of brutal Arctic air, January to early February, it's mid-January for a couple or a few days, very end of January to early February, and if we're looking at any bigger snowfall, you know, we may have a clipper system early January, but I would look at mid-January for one main snowfall event or winter storm, and then perhaps another very end of January to early February. Those are just the three time periods I'm watching for some snow. 43 by 4 o'clock in the morning tonight, so we are rising. We're up to 47 at 7 a.m. Some fog, especially around areas of water and frozen ponds, but a lot of wind gusting too from the southwest, but nice and mild with the rain in the morning. These numbers all on the rise tonight, followed by a 54 tomorrow, but then falling in the afternoon. The rain, the sun tries to come out briefly, then the clouds and some scattered snow showers, but windy all day. And muddy and just soggy if you've got to be outside doing any outdoor activities. But look at these numbers, 51 to 56 for highs. Going to feel a little bit like March for a change, but colder Friday. Highs only 27 to 33. Wind chills 5 below 0 to 5 above in the morning. Teens to low 20s wind chills in the afternoon. Though pretty windy for a while, then the wind's decreasing later in the day. And any lingering flurries or snow showers departing during the morning hours. There's your 40 on Sunday after a nice mild Saturday. A cold front comes through Saturday night to knock the temperature down a little bit. 24 Monday morning. There's the clouds on Tuesday, that is, 46 with a few scattered showers. Some scattered showers Christmas Eve at 50s. 50s or 60 on Christmas Day, whether that high is in the morning or in the afternoon with some showers. Again, either one of these days may have a little bit of thunder mixed in too. And then it stays pretty mild beyond that point right through the end of December till about New Year's. And then we see that colder weather work in as we